Ayo, I'm Auntie, and welcome to Hinterland, a Nightmare Before Christmas inspired island and all the holidays thereafter. The last couple episodes, we've been working on this factory build, and we have officially completed the alt side. This was an old toy factory that has been converted into a Coca-Cola knockoff factory. Now, because the factory had been retooled by Lucy because she was no longer gaining the attention from creating toys for the Toy Day holiday for Jack Skellington, she decided to retool it for Coca-Cola. Now, back here are all the remaining toys that have been cleared of the factory, and the elves are sorting through them to see what toys can be salvaged to make pop for Lucy's new factory. And back here, we have the employee access that goes all the way around to the Nook's Cranny, which is now a pub for the gnomes or elves to relax, because gnomes are not the autonomous robots that Lucy is working for or creating pop in her factory. They do not need sleep, they do not need food, they do not need relaxation, and they do not have feelings because they are not alive. So without further ado, let's get decorating the interior of Lucy's house. Where it all began, Lucy's interior. Now, we are going to start from scratch and get rid of absolutely everything. No, years ago, Jack discovered the holiday of Christmas, and Lucy was a fan of all things cute and fluffy and toys and dolls, and she became extremely excited all the holiday of Christmas. She got started making all of the teddy bears and dolls that she could, researching patterns and stitches to create the perfect gifts for the all-day season. Though Lucy was not exactly the best at creating these kind of stuffed animals, it made her happy. It gave her a warm, fuzzy feeling inside that she had never felt before. And Jack Skellington was impressed with the toys and creations that she made, which made her feel pride, something she had never felt before. And one day, one Christmas Eve, knowing that all of her toys were reaching all the children, she wished that her favorite teddy bear Stitches would come alive. And he did. No, this impressed Jack, and he demanded more toys that would become alive and autonomous. So Lucy spent endless years and nights trying to figure out how to make animals autonomous. She did countless research and experiments to find out what made Stitches alive. But regardless of her efforts, she could not figure out the magic of a Christmas miracle. She then turned her attention to creating robotic toys to make them seem like they're alive, but really they were just robotic. Artificial intelligence. Now, throughout her failures of recreating life, Jack grew unimpressed and uninterested with her developments in creating real life toys. And the happiness that she felt from creating these toys slowly faded away, and the anxiety of displeasing Jack the Pumpkin King set in. But her drive to impress him did not fade. She turned to television as a research tool to figure out what exactly Christmas and the holidays were about. And through her endless research, she found Coca-Cola, a conglomerate and an industry that is not only claiming to be a representative of the holiday of Christmas, but also something that is constantly present and constantly enjoyed, regardless of the season or holiday. Jack's goal is to take over all of the holidays and to regain the acceptance and the pride that Jack had for Lucy. She had decided that making her own knockoff Coca-Cola brand was the answer that she was looking for, which would give her the recognition that she sought. Oh, get that over the desk. So she started working tirelessly, transforming her toy factory into a knockoff pop factory. Not only creating a beverage that is addictive, but a beverage that is also almost socially expected at any gathering or any celebration or any holiday. Her plan was simple: show Jack that her product would be necessary for the success of his takeover of all of the holidays. So she can regain all of the holidays, so she can regain his love and support and feel that feeling of having a purpose and the joy that she felt from making the stuffed animals for Christmas. So she continued working on her project all year, every year, until it was absolutely complete. Now, as her project became more and more successful, she realized that she needed employees. She had all these animatronic employees around. Oof, that's a scooch. So was that. Push that back. So she decided that she was going to turn the unfinished toys and their internal skeletons that had not been given the stitching and love to be turned into toys into laborers for her factory, because her brand became very successful very quickly. But it had not met the expectation and heights of Coca-Cola, the worldwide brand. So she continued working tirelessly day and night to become a global conglomerate, poring over books and endless research and ad campaigns. She became more than obsessed. A long time ago, when Christmas was still fresh in Jack's mind, every night Lucy would cuddle up with Stitches on her couch and they would enjoy the warmth of the fire. They both enjoyed the love and acceptance that Jack had for them. But as the days passed and the more that Lucy obsessed over her new project, the couch was often left empty. And Stitches was often left alone without someone to cuddle by the fire. Days had passed, then months, then years. And one day, Lucy did not come to the couch to cuddle with Stitches. Feeling cold, Stitches went into the toy box just to feel the warmth of someone beside him. Until one cold and dark and stormy winter night, Stitches saw a spider making a web. Peeking out of the toy box, Stitches noticed that the spider was shivering with cold. When he asked him why he was so cold and what he was doing there, the spider replied that he went out for a walk and came down this way, but then the smoke from the factory was too thick and he got lost. He felt the warmth of the fire, the cabin, and the factory and decided that this would be a better place than any to stop for the night and get warm. When Stitches decided to suggest that he make his web closer to the fire, the spider told him that his web was extremely flammable and he couldn't get any closer than he already was. So Stitches offered the spider to come into the toy box and cuddle with him for the night. No, they did not just cuddle, they talked all night, giving each other company, and Stitches felt love again. he felt that attention and that companionship that he used to have with Lucy. And it had been years since Lucy even noticed that Stitches was gone and hiding in the toy box. When the spider told stories of his family, Stitches was absolutely thrilled. There's the fuzzy spider right there. Nice and cuddly. Only having the love and the friendship of Lucy, hearing that this spider had a ginormous family of thousands. After talking all night, the spider ended up convincing Stitches to come join him at his family and they could all cuddle together. After playing all night together, Stitches remembered what it felt like to be a teddy bear, to play with someone, to be loved and to be cherished, and of course, to be played with. The reason for his existence, to be cuddled and admired and loved and always be there for the child that needed him. The spider reminded Stitches that Lucy was no longer a child, that Lucy was a woman with a mission, a woman who had left him in the toy box for years and never came back. The spider let Stitches know that he had a family of thousands, and his little brothers and his little sisters would love to play every day with Stitches. Now, this filled Stitches' heart with hope and happiness, and he took the spider's advice. With Stitches gone, this room has been untouched, frozen in time. When Lucy had the innovation and the motivation to create all these lovely beings, all these lovely toys. But ever since completing her formula for Coca-Cola, she did not find the need to return. Stitches, something that has been forgotten, someone that is just a reminder of her failures. She does not come back here. Gonna adjust the lights here just a bit, make it a bit darker with the dust and everything around, and little hints of Christmas magic fluttering the air from everything that Stitches had touched. Some candle lights. There we go. Lucy's abandoned study room. A little dust sprites and magic floating around from everything that Stitches touched with his Christmas wish magic. Get her in here. Sit her on the couch where she used to enjoy the fire with Stitches. And yeah, that's it. Oh, Tom, you suck. I don't understand. I don't understand why you gotta be like that, man. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? All right, yeah. This is Lucy's old library, study room, and invention, where our spark to create toys for the Christmas Day season began. This is where Lucy used to sew her toys for Toy Day, the coat she used to share with Stitches to keep warm in those cold winter months. Or here is where she started to research all to make animals come alive. And she never figured out all the magic of Christmas wishes. On here is where she started researching animatronics and tinkering with those sort of things, and the countless research and marketing to create her brand of Cókë, to take over the holidays and Toy Day and to impress Jack, most but not least, because Lucy had found her joy at the peak when she was being accepted and praised by everyone, and the downfall of her popularity spun her into madness, where her one goal was to not fill the world with Christmas cheer and fill the world with love and warmth, but to take it over and to be recognized for her efforts. Though happiness does not come from the thoughts and feelings or appreciations or admiration of others. Happiness comes from within. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you enjoyed the build, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.